Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's your boy Wally, and we are back with Unhinged with Main Event Pro on the Unhinged Wrestling Chronicles. And you know what we came to do. We know we came to do. What is coming this week? You already know what time it is. WrestleMania 41, baby. So we came to talk some predictions. You dig? We came to talk some predictions, as well as talk a little bit of some mess amongst these predictions. Let's just be real. There's a whole lot of mess to talk about. But let's start off with night one of WrestleMania 41. Jade versus Naomi. How do I got this match? Look, you already know what time it is. You already know what you already heard me say what I said on the shows already. And I'm still standing on that to stay true. I'm going with Jade Cargill for the win. I know what all y'all about to say, bro. What's the point of freaking Jade winning when you over here chasing Naomi to heel and she don't win? Let's keep it one thing straight. I don't give a flying hoot. Naomi's heel turn's been looking pretty nice, and I can respect it. But guess what? This is WrestleMania, baby. Who you think is gonna win this more than anybody else? You can talk about who needs it more. I'm gonna just tell you straight up who deserves it more. I'm going with Jay for the victory. Miss me. Up next, we got Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano, or as everyone should know, as Chad Gable. Let's be real, you ain't fooling nobody into that match. That's definitely Chad Gable. Let's just be real about this. Look, honestly, this should not even be a match on WrestleMania at all. I really don't care for it. If it wasn't for a match versus match, honestly, that would be the only reason this should be on WrestleMania. Other than that, it's not. It's really just a gimmick. I don't really care for it. This should just be a regular match on another regular show card. Don't care for this. But who do I think is going to win this match? More likely Ray. I think more likely Ray will win it. That's my thing right there. There's ways around this where Chad can win, but that's all based upon if there's influence of distraction. But other than that, I think I got Ray for the victory on this one. And eventually they'll probably do the match versus match for the reveal. Yeah, so that's it for there. Next on up, we got the United States Championship match with LA Knight going against Jacob Fatu. Now look, man, I know everyone has their opinions about this, of how this can go, especially with the idea of, Solo's going to come into Jacob's match and interrupt the match and foil it for him, which ends up Jacob losing, which then has Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa in a feud. I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm not really liking that idea. I'm just not. Honestly, yes, do we know more likely is that's the case what's going to happen? Sure. But is it going to be the idea that should happen? And I'm going to be honest with you, I say no. Hopefully, and I pray for this, that Solo does not enter this match in any way, shape, or form. No one from the quote-unquote Bloodline Mafia does not enter in this match, no way, shape, and form. Because personally, honestly, right now, if you notice, if your eyes been, eyeballing, the Bloodline story has been dry, and it went dry real quick. It hasn't really been rolling to anything important. So because of that, I believe personally there should be nothing going on with Jacob Fatu and Solo, other than the fact that everyone's trying to do this for the family. The only thing about the Bloodline story that is still relevant is everyone's trying to prove themselves in the family. Everyone's trying to get a standard in the family, and that's it. But the thing is, it's nowhere leading to family warfare of the entitlement of, said family name. So because of that, I just don't like the idea of Jacob and Solo going against each other, with Solo screwing over Jacob Fatu because he interfered in the match and probably fumbled the bag by missing a shot to attack LA Knight or for whatever reasons. So personally, I don't want Solo nowhere near this. Neither Tama Tonga, anybody from the Bloodline, any other which way to get involved in this match. I'd rather if Jacob wins this on his own muscle, and he can win this on his own muscle. So personally, for my win, I got Jacob Fatu in this right now, and he's gonna definitely bring that U.S. title to the family. You dig? But yeah, and for further reasons why I don't really like the idea of Solo and Jacob going against each other personally, there has to be something at stake amongst, just bloodline all the way, right? And I just believe it would make sense more wise if the bloodline story was active a little bit more, to where you do Jacob Fatu and Solo, because it's just pointless. Because again, if we do it, we already know what it's gonna lead, right? It blows up at WrestleMania. Backlash comes. Backlash, they're gonna go against each other, and we already know who's up. Jacob's up against Solo. Solo's gonna tank again. It's like, what's the point? What's the point? You selling us bullshit. Like no. I'm getting sick and tired of disrespect for Solo, bro. I really am. And it's not warranted right now. It's just not warranted. I think, because right now there's also rumors that, Roman, with the way the story going on right now, Roman's thinking about making a whole new, team. And if that is the case, one of them teammates will be Jacob Fatu. And if that is the case, that he does this, then I'm telling you right now, it's better this way at that point to come through and wait for that time to click in. Because at that point, Solo still feels some type of way about Roman, even though he's supposed to acknowledge him because he lost. But hey, give that time. But look, let's go on to the next match. Next on up, we got a World Tag Team Championship match with the War Raiders going against the New Day. Y'all already know how I feel about this. Y'all already know how I feel about the New Day. I don't give two rights ass, honestly. Ever since their whole storyline debacle and everything else, I haven't really paid attention to them at all. I really don't care. I got War Raiders for this. Clean and simple, straight to forward. I don't see nothing for this at all. There's no real major pop here. Next on up, and this match right here. They better get this right. This is for the WWE Women's Championship match. We got Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Lord have mercy. WWE, get this right. Get this shit right, because y'all motherfuckers right here. Let me find out. I watch WrestleMania 41. We come to this match, and I see Tiffany losing and Charlotte Flair. Let me find out. Tiffany loses to Charlotte Flair. Look here. I'm more likely going to be staying away from WWE as far as just speaking about WWE. I mean, I might speak about it in other contexts, but I'm not watching the shows. I'm going to need like a 1 month away from TV shows in some form or facets. I'm going to just need to walk away. Because I'm telling you right now, if Charlotte Flair wins, if she wins this title, fuck you, WWE. Fuck you. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. That's really all I'm going to say. Fuck you. That's all I'm going to say. Next up, we got the World Heavyweight Championship. We got Gunther going against Jey Uso. And notice, I said just Gunther. I didn't even say the ring. No, I said Gunther. Let's just be real. You know what I find funny? You know what I find funny? I find it funny, right? Ever since you lose to Cody, you look like a perpetuated. They make you look like a perpetuated bitch. Then you had to keep questioning yourself if you really that dude. Then now, as you're facing other people that are somewhat not even around your range of, of the world title status, you're slowly rebuilding back your confidence. And now you got this ego and bravado, and now you're beating up on guys that are so, quote unquote, beneath you. You're picking on the little man. You ain't picking on the big boys. Okay. Let's be real. I'm sorry, but yeah. I know a lot of people don't want to see this match at WrestleMania. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I've seen so much things being said about this. People was wondering if Gunther was gonna lose it, and he should have lost it earlier. They didn't feel like he deserved the title anymore than he already did. He already has it for. And Jey, most people are saying Jey don't deserve it because, I mean, let's be real here. What Jey really done to really deserve it, other than the WrestleMania, Royal Rumble and all that, which I ain't mad at. Because again, y'all can say what y'all want, call it for what it is. You can say that someone else deserved to win it, hey, call it for whatever. But personally, I like this decision. Because again, If you told me today, if you had to put it in the comment section, please put it in the comment section. Who would you want to win for the Men's Royal Rumble other than John Cena and Jey Uso? Who would you rather wanted to win? Because I'm telling you this, I guarantee you, most of y'all will pick somebody that's already been there, done that. Okay. I'm just going to say that right now. I guarantee you, most of y'all will already pick somebody that's already been there, done that. Y'all ain't going to pick no one fresh. And actually, that is decently relevant. You're just not. So, Miss, look, definitely, I got Jey Uso winning this match. If Jey, you don't win. Oh man, that's just tough. That's tough. That is tough. That's tough. It's tough. It's real tough. But you know what they say, like father, like son, right? It's messed up for me to say it like that, but it's tough. It's tough. But I got Jey. I got Jey Uso. I know a lot of people are saying a lot of the storylines with, maybe he may join The Rock and John Cena and all this. I don't know. I don't know. Again, like I said, the Bloodline story has been really dry. And even though in a sense of how The Rock is moving with John Cena in a way, he's not moving in a fasted way that's tailoring Bloodline in a way at this point. But so for me, yeah, I'm not feeling it, man. I'm not feeling it. And right now, we don't know where the mainstay is going on here. We don't know if, I mean, it's clear that Roman's talking about going back for the Universal title, right? So going back against Cody. So he's not moving in the direction of the world title. All right. But the way where right now you have the story between Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins. I mean, if all of them are all going for Cody, then I mean, you pretty much leaving Jey wide open just to go for the world title. There is no real debacle here. So I think there is no real argument to really make it like, oh, I'm going to slide with The Rock. But again, if they do pull that story off, we'll see what happens. Because funny enough, right? Do y'all remember when Cody and Roman Reigns partner up against each other and they went against Solo and his Bloodline Mafia group, and The Rock came back and he just and he just did that and he just looked out over there. I'm gonna say this, there's a funny meme out there. Well, it's not really funny because it's a fact that when you look at everyone in Roman Reigns' time frame, almost everybody but Dean Ambrose, aka I forgot his AEW name, Moxley, and The Rock are the only two people that hasn't betrayed Roman Reigns. I want y'all to think about that, because apparently when he did this, apparently we all know where it went to. It was going for Cody. And for the idea of selling his soul, and we all know what happened there. We all know what happened there. So, yeah. But funny enough, next conversation. And the final match, the main event of night one, we got the triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. Ladies and gentlemen, who do you got? Who do I got? Look, let's just call it for what it is. And remember when I said I would be talking some shit? It's time for me to talk some shit. Look, I find it funny, CM Punk, you finally been able to main event WrestleMania without really main eventing WrestleMania, because they had to make this night one. If this was one WrestleMania, your ass still wouldn't main event at all. Yeah, best in the world? How about the best joke in the world? Let's talk about it. Let's be real. The only reason you only here at this main event is because you're riding the coattails of Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, mostly Roman Reigns, because let's be honest, who had the hot hand right now? Who's having the hot seat rolling up? Roman. Let's just keep it real. Both of y'all are here because of that. But then again, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about how Roman Now, if you guys watch Monday Night Raw, you already know what happened. Roman Reigns got fed up. He looked at Paul Heyman. He felt very sick. And he shoved his face into the ground. He fought CM Punk. Next thing you know, Seth Rollins got in there and he did the betrayal. Chair shot right to the back. Dropped him. Stop motherfucking CM Punk. And he's the last one standing. Look. You know what's so sad about this? What's so sad about this is Seth Rollins was right. As much as Seth Rollins has been in the rearview mirror with everybody, he's been constantly in the rearview with like everybody else, constantly in the rearview mirror every single time, being put in the rearview mirror by everybody, by Roman, by CM Punk, by Cody Rhodes. Everyone puts this guy in the rearview mirror. It's funny. He's Mr. Non-Relevant. It's so sad. It's so sad. But you know what? Do y'all remember I think it was the Friday or it was the same Monday. I don't know which one it was, but it was one of those nights. And he told, it was the SmackDown. It was the SmackDown when we found out about CM Punk's favorite. And he told Roman, you know what your biggest flaw, your biggest weakness is? Not living in reality. And he's right. Because Roman Reigns, welcome to reality. You're the same. You thinking, because you saved Paul Heyman. You saved him. When did you save Paul Heyman? Was that after he was already beaten in the hospital and you came back because you didn't like how it was being done by him? Or, I'm sorry. That's right. Because saving him was actually what CM Punk did. See, while you were gone, crying and soaking up your wounds like a perpetuated bitch that you are, who was really saving Paul Heyman? His best friend, his once-in-a-time partnership, aka advocate, CM Punk. Now you're mad because he comes in here, his ultimatum wish, his ultimatum favor was to have him walk down that aisle of WrestleMania, main eventing night one, with him. Instead of you, with him walking down that aisle, walking down that ramp at WrestleMania 41. And you feel some type of way. I find it funny because, bro, karma has now come back for you, Roman. Because ain't you the same dude that took Paul Heyman from Brock Lesnar? Ain't you took Paul Heyman to solidify yourself as the tribal chief? To put your power at a whole nother level? And you think that this was not going to be a recurring thing with Paul Heyman? That his partial betrayals? Okay. Okay. Oh, you thought that, because the way how he did him back in the damn day, he didn't give a freak about CM Punk. But that's the thing, Roman. When you were gone soaking your wounds, like you know what, like a SOB. Who was there for him? Who was there for Paul Heyman? For his survival, for as long as he could. CM Punk. Look, ladies and gentlemen, let me not strain this any more longer. I think it's very clear who's going to win this match, and that's Seth Rollins. And why? Notice the last thing that Seth Rollins, the ultimate move that Seth Rollins has done, and that is he owes him a favor for not curve stomping his head and sending him to the hospital. Let's be real. I think Seth Rollins will do a more smarter play than CM Punk, honestly, with his little tit for tat bullcrap. And he's going to do a smart play. And he may run around WWE on a round 2 of a Money in the Bank briefcase. I see this coming. I don't give a frick what no one say. Royal Rumble hasn't been working. Let's go to Money in the Bank briefcase. I'm telling you right now, Seth Rollins is at a mode of, I need to win now. I need this now. I need to be on the top now. And I ain't gonna lie to you. If this favor is what I think it is, At the end of the day, it looks like the architect finally took his steps forward into being the architect. Because let's be real here, bro. Seth Rollins, you haven't been the architect since, I don't know, since forever. For someone that calls up the architect, let's be honest, your moves and everything else that you've been doing has been made by other people before you even were the architect. But it looks like you out here slaying people. That's one thing you still can get. So let's be honest, you're technically gonna slay a tribal chief. You're technically gonna be slaying somebody, a leader of the cult of personality, right? So hey, it looks like you're gonna be the Kingslayer all over again, because that's where you at this point. Oh my God, I got all the smoke for these three men. I got all the smoke. But look, Seth Rollins for the victory. Let's go. All right. Let's start to wrap it up a little bit. Look, night 2, we start off with AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I ain't gonna lie, I see this as gonna be a good singles match. Better than Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. I don't give a rat's ass for that match. I think this is gonna be the better match to watch as a singles match. As far as for the guys, this is gonna be a good match. I do like this, especially the new Logan Paul finisher move. I actually like it. This is going to be interesting between these two guys. But I got my GOAT, AJ Styles, winning this match. Thank you very much. And next, we got Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre in a Sin City street fight. And it's real simple. I got Drew McIntyre winning this match. Look. There's only but one way for Drew. There's only one path for Drew, and that is up. Take this dub, Drew. Take this dub, goddammit. Take this dub. I got Drew McIntyre for the dub. I got him for the victory. Next on up, we have a fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental Championship. We got Braun Breaker going against Dominic Mysterio, going against Penta, going against Finn Balor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you would think with two guys obviously from both the same camps in this match, you would think the favor is in Judgment Day. No, the fuck it ain't. Look, Finn Balor is a very egotistical son of a bitch right now, and he wants this dub more than anybody else, including Dominic Mysterio. And so does Dominique. But the thing is, now you have to ask yourself, as we all know in Fatal 4-Ways, there is no rules. There is no rules to a Fatal 4-Way. So we have to ask ourselves this number one question. What's going to go down? Who's helping who? Is Liv and Raquel helping Dominic? Are they going to come and medal in this match some way? Is Carlito going to come and help Dominic? Or is he going to come help Finn? What's going to happen here? Time will tell. But one thing's for sure is this. When it comes to who I think is going to win this match, I have this going two ways. My main pick is going to be Braun Breaker. But my optimal pick is going to be Penta. I think one of those two guys are going to win this match and either retain or become the IC champion. That's just my honest opinion. Why would I go with Braun if he wins? For the simple fact that A, you want to lead Penta towards the IC title on a more of a one-on-one victory more than anything else. And let's be honest, you don't want to screw Braun Breaker in a sense of a fatal 4-way because it's like he has to come back, and God forbid, it's like if you come back, are you coming back with a chance to really win, or are you just coming back because you're just going to lose a fair 1-1? That's just my thing. And two, you never know who's going to get pinned in this match, so that all that comes to play. But other than that, I do like Penta winning. I think Penta right now got the heat. He got the drive. He is the more hotter take person here out of the bunch. But hey, Braun Breaker's been looking pretty exciting with all these multiple spears and double body spears and everything. So the intensity is on fire between these four. But one thing's for sure, I got two people winning this. But for my main victory, I got Braun Breaker. Later down the line, who knows? Maybe Penta goes after Braun Breaker solo for the IC title. And then hopefully between Finn Balor and Dominic and all of Judgment Day, they just cut the ties. Look, I think Finn Balor needs to go solo. He needs to go on his own path of being his own guy. I think this is just done. I think at best he takes JD when JD comes back, and they run solo on their own. What I think they need to do? So a good friend of mine, shout out to my boy CJ, he sent me a clip of a throwback Latino team back in the days of WWE, or back in the days wrestling altogether, right? And I believe this will be the perfect heel scenario that both Dominic and Carlito can actually do together and bring some other people around, and they can actually bring back, like, I forgot the team's name, but do y'all remember when Rey Mysterio without the mask used to be a part of the Latin gang with with Eddie and everybody else, and with all the big major names of wrestling of the Latin culture, where they did, like, they pretty much was on that 5150 Latino style. They had the undershirts, they were coming in there hot and heavy, they were beating up people left and right. Oh my goodness. I would, if I know the name, I'll put it in there amongst the editing. But I think that's the path that I think Dom needs to take. Him, Carlito, and then with Raquel and Liv as a little mamacita, and then bringing some other guys, bro. That would be fire. I ain't gonna lie. If Dom does that, I will love that. That would be fire as fuck. That would be lit. But WWE, they how it is. You give them a good idea, next thing they're not gonna take it because you already know you the one said it, and I said it here first. I don't think so. No one else did it. If someone did say it first before me, please write it in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, let's move on. Next on, we got a women's tag team championship match with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez going against Bayley and Lyle Valkyria. How do I look at this match right here? Honestly, I already got Liv and Raquel winning this, but funny enough, right? Do y'all remember the time when Shawn Michaels and John Cena were tag teams, but Shawn Michaels going after the world title and John Cena had it? I won't be surprised for some, reasons Bayley and Lyra Valkyria win the title together. They win the tag team titles, only for Bayley to screw over Lyra, and then they lose the titles back to Liv and Raquel, and then you have the rematch between Bayley and Lyra Valkyria again. I won't be surprised, or something similar to that angle. I won't be surprised. I just won't. I won't be surprised. But yeah, Liv, Raquel for the victory. Let's keep going. Next on up. Man, this I ain't gonna lie. This breaks my heart. Okay, we're gonna talk about the WWE Women's World Championship in a triple threat match. We got Iyo Sky going against Rhea Ripley. I'm so sorry. We're gonna get Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. Look, this breaks my heart for only one reason. Iyo, you're pretty much the sacrificial lamb. You won a title for nothing. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And the reason why you only won this title is because no one really cares for Rhea versus Bianca, because for the simple fact of there was not enough time to really build this rivalry. There was not enough time to build this expected rivalry. And because there wasn't enough time, no one really is invested in this battle between the two. So you're stuck in the middle, becoming champion over Rhea, and in reality thinking, oh, you would build enough steam for them to have some wherewithal. In reality, you're not, and now you're in this triple threat match where you're walking in as champion, but more like you're going to walk out as champion. Look, in a beautiful world, I would love Iyo to win and still retain the title, honestly. I mean, and who knows? Maybe she still will. Because I could see, like, she wins. Then the battle between, Rhea and Bianca go at it with each other, one-on-one. And then, one-on-one get on. One between them, they get a number one qualification match with Iyo. And then, that's a one-on-one match. And then you see what happens there. But I don't think they might go that route. So, for me, I got Bianca winning this match. Look, I got Bianca. The reason why I got Bianca is because, let's be honest here, how much time are going to keep Bianca coming close to a title, to being this close now, and then it's like you still lose? I'm going to be real, man. This is just giving me very Susly vibes of Triple H time frame of being in control, and personally, I'm just not loving it. Look, look, if it had, like I said, I do not like the idea of if Bianca don't win. If she don't win, yeah. It's time to go to the other side, Bianca. It's time to go to the other side. It's time to go to the other side. I'm so serious. It's time to go to the other side because you just can't make this shit up. Like I said, I got Bianca for victory, but in a different world, I could see Iyo win too. But yeah, moving on up to the last final match. Yeah, this sick son of a bitch match. It's time to talk some shit again. Oh my God, it's time to talk some shit again. We have the Undisputed Universal WWE Championship on the line at the main event of WrestleMania. The main event of WrestleMania. And we got Cody Rhodes, aka Mr. Hypocrite. Yes. When you listen to every conversation that these men have had, Mr. Hypocrite. Cody Rhodes, you're the biggest hypocrite in the world. Because you should understand exactly what John Cena is talking about. You went through it. And then, of course, for John Cena, look, I said it once, I said it again. You don't need to be 17-time World Heavyweight Champion. But in this case, hey, go and get it. Go and get it. Because personally, look, man, again, was I on the bandwagon for Cody to win the title? Yes, I was. But I didn't think that he was going to win the title, have a sorry-ass title run, and then this is what we get to. This is what we come to. No. I didn't think this is what we get to. I did not think this is what we'll get to. So yeah. Cut the cord. Please cut the cord. Hold on. But yeah. Look, I'm gonna keep saying this till the cows come home. John Cena needs to win 17 times. He don't need to be 17 times world champion. Ric Flair is not even really 16-time world champion. As far as WWE, and I don't want to hear, WWE bought the titles. They bought his records. Bitch, if that's the case, AJ Styles is a multi-time world champion because he was two once upon a time, an NWA world champion in TNA. So guess what? If you count those NWA championships for Rick, you damn sure got to count for AJ Styles. I think R-Truth was also an NWA world champion. You got to count his too. I mean, are we going to sit here and count everybody that's not primarily in WWE? Let's be real. Ric Flair only has 2 world titles in WWE alone. Miss me. Just because freaking Vince McMahon want to suck his corkus and raise his value higher, I don't care. You need a scapegoat. Congratulations. The thing is, let's be real about one thing. John Cena, as far as WWE, solely WWE, no buy-ins, no nothing. He is the guy that everyone else is chasing. Let's just keep that a fact. 10 toes. Let's keep that a fact. Everyone's chasing John Cena's world title run. Everyone. Because he is the guy right now. Fuck Ric Flair. John Cena's the guy that everyone's chasing. You chasing him right now. And that's why John Cena is hitting this button right here. Even though he looks like a sad piece of shit and it looks like he's breaking his own heart when it comes to being an heel at this extent. Because let's be real here. You looking like a little mopey little bitch. I ain't gonna lie. You look like a sorry, sussy motherfucker. Your movements are stale as hell. I ain't gonna lie. Like literally, like you look like you trying to play a heel. Your top piece may be good, but your angles of movements are just so vulgarly trash. It's like, is this John Cena or is this just, some dude that looks like John Cena with a toupee? Look, I don't care which one of these dudes win this match. I really don't. I really don't. Because John Cena don't need to win it. Cody Rhodes, I don't give 2 fucks for being champion anymore either. I wish someone else still had the Money in the Bank briefcase and screw both of their asses. I ain't gonna lie. I really wish someone had the briefcase right now and screw both of y'all. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Who had the briefcase last year? Who had the briefcase last year coming up to this year? Oh, yeah. Y'all wasted it on Drew, and what that got us? Nothing. See how fucked up this shit is? See how fucked up this shit is? I'm trying to tell you. But look, like I said, I'm going with Johnson, man. I'm going with Johnson. Cody needs to lose this title. And not only does he need to lose this title, he needs to get into that bitterness mode because, let's be honest, heel Cody is really what you are right now anyways. That's really what you is. Underneath all the facade, your suits, your boohoo tears, your enough statements, let's be real. You're really a heel, and you're just putting on a mask. I find it funny how you sit here and call yourself the American Nightmare when you just really want to be your daddy. You really want to be a daddy. You want to be the American Dream. You want to be the American Dream for all the fans out there. When in reality, you can never live up. Because like you said in a lot of multiple moments of videos, your Stardust character was keeping you at the bottom. Hey, I know your daddy was still alive right now. He was a lot of his images more likely feel like he was keeping him at the bottom. But you know what's funny though? He always sauced it up and made them bum-ass storylines and those dumb-ass images of himself level up. They just didn't want to give him the title. Let's just keep that shit $100. Call it for what you want to see it. At the end of the damn day, ladies and gentlemen, that is my predictions for WrestleMania 41. Y'all tell me what y'all got for night 1, night 2 in the comment section. I'll be waiting for you to talk some shit, damn self. Hey, much love to all y'all. Peace, man.